One day, the last star will die and the universe will turn dark forever. It will probably be a red dwarf, a tiny kind of star. That's also one of our best bets to find alien life and might be the last home of humanity before the universe becomes un- uninhabitable. So, what we know about them and why are they our last hope? At least 70% of the stars in the universe are red dwarfs. They are the tiniest stars out there, with only about 7 to 50% of the mass of the sun. Not that much bigger than our planet Jupiter, which is still used to. They are also very dim. It's impossible to go see them with the naked eye. Also, you never seen one in the night sky. Even though with our all technology, we can only clearly observe red dwarfs in our neighborhood. Approximately 20 of the 30 stars close to Earth are red dwarfs. Like all stars, red dwarfs fuse hydrogen into helium. But while some massive stars accumulate all the fuse helium in their cores, red dwarfs stay convective, meaning that the helium and the hydrogen constantly mix so that they use their fuel incredibly slowly before they are extinguished. Red dwarfs burn so slowly that their average lifespan is between 1 and 10 trillion years. By comparison, the sun will survive for another 5 billion years because the universe is only 13.75 billion years old. Not a single red dwarf has reached the later development stages. Every single one of the trillions that exists is still a baby. Speaking of babies, the smallest star in the universe is also a red dwarf star because small red dwarf stars are right on the verge of being a star at all. Just a tiny bit less hydrogen, and they are they are they are mere brown dwarfs, failed stars that cannot sustain a fusion reaction for long. So what about the aliens or a new home for humanity? Since the sun will die one day, we'll eventually need to look for a new planet, and where there are habitable planets, there might be also be aliens. The Kepler Space Observatory found that at least half of all red dwarfs host rock planets between half and 4 times the mass of the Earth. Most of them are in a habitable zone, the area around a star where water can be liquid. But since red dwarfs burn at relatively cold temperature, a planet would need to be close to the hospitability, probably as close as Mercury to our sun, or even closer, which brings with it all the kinds of problems. For example, a planet this close to us would probably be tidally locked, meaning the same site would always face it. This site would be incredibly hot, while the shadow one would be frozen, which would make it hard for life to develop. Although a planet with big enough ocean might be able to disturb the star's energy and create some kind of stability, all the gravitational forces of red stars could squeeze the planet and heat it up so much that it might lose all the water over time. These planets could end up like Venus or hot burning air. Another problem is that many red dwarfs vary in energy output. This could be covered in the stars spots that can dim their emitted light by up to 40% for months, which could cause oceans on planet to freeze over. At other times, can emit powerful solar flares, sudden outbursts of energy, incredibly powerful. These drops could double their brightness in minutes, which could strip away sizable portions of a planet atmosphere and burn down, rendering its other rendering its on the other hand their extremely long lifespan is a big plus. A red dwarf with just a moderate level of activity could be an amazing place for a planet that hosts life on Earth that existed for about 4 billion years, and we are about a billion years left before the suns become so hot that complex lives on Earth will become impossible. We will either die out or leave Earth and look out for a new home. We could build a civilization for potentially trillions of years around the red dwarf for with the right conditions. About 5% of the red dwarfs in the Milky Way may host habitable through roughly Earth-sized planets that would be more than 4 billion in total, but life not be may not even need a planet like Earth. Candidates for life are not a rate of maybe moons of gas giants or super Earths, very massive rocket planets. All alone, there are estimated 60 billion potential habitable planets around red dwarfs, and there's in the Milky Way alone. So red dwarfs might become really important for our survival in the future, but everything has to die at some point. Even red dwarfs, even in trillions of years, life of the last red dwarf is about to end. It will not be a very spectacular event as its hydrogen run out, its rings becoming a blue dwarf, burning out completely. After its fuel is burned, it is transformed into white dwarf, an object about the small sizes. Back very densely and made of degenerate gases, mostly of helium 4 nuclei. Having no more source of energy, it will cool extremely slowly over trillions of years until it becomes its final form, a cold black dwarf. White and black dwarfs are so fascinating that they deserve their own video anyway. It is going to be a long time before the last in the universe vanishes. It's kind of uplifting to know that if humanity succeeds in venturing into space, we have plenty of time before the universe turns out the lights. Our videos are made thanks to support on patreon.com. If you want to help us make more of them, we really appreciate your support.